Who?
Reg here from ComicallyLame with Yazz,
Hey,
and we're going to be talking about all the hate that WarZ's been getting. Um, a lot of hate out there, and we expect a lot of hate for making this video.
so please dislike it if you want, or like it, but whatever, just watch it. I don't care.
So one of the main things we've all heard about is it's a blatant ripoff of DayZ, which I think Yaz will agree that we both thought that was the case when we first heard about the WarZ and Alpha, and seeing all the screenshots and the videos. It was like, oh, this is a ripoff. This is gonna be horrible. But I actually think it's a completely different game when I'm playing it. Like I don't feel like it's a ripoff. I feel like it's just another zombie game that's out there. It's kind of like it'd be like kind of calling WoW and EverQuest being a ripoff.
Yeah, I mean, when I was playing DayZ, because that's hard in DayZ, and I've not played DayZ in a while because I think the last patch, they might have had a new patch for it, but the last patch was like in September. They probably have a new patch for it. I'm probably gonna get grief for that. But I played it, and then there wasn't a patch for like 2.5 months for the game. And I was like, all right, let's just go to WarZ. But DayZ's it's just a completely different game from WarZ. And when I was playing DayZ and I heard of this WarZ game coming out, I was like, oh, okay, WarZ, DayZ, rip off. Started looking at the stuff. I was like, okay, rip off, rip off. And then I was like, well, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm not going to judge a game and not play it. I don't, hate on games or movies or songs or artists and stuff like that in general without listening or watching or playing something. So I started playing WarZ with not, real high expectations, and I liked it. And it was nothing like DayZ. They're two completely different monsters. The only thing that's the same is you pick up items. You do that in every video game ever. Well, not. I mean, even in like Call of Duty, you pick up a gun off the ground. You pick up items, same. Zombies, same. Open world, same. But that's where it ends. And they're not the same. And it's not a blatant rip-off. I can see where the Sergey, I think his name's Sergey something, came up with the idea. And that, I hate how they said, for the WarZ dude said that the game was been created, they've been working on it for years. They have not been working on it for years, and that's one of the hated points I had with the game. I didn't like that, how they said that, because I know the game, they started working on the game back in January, probably February of this year, 2012. So I hate that, but other than that, I don't see why all the hate is out there. I like the game. They have a lot of work they need to do on it, but they seem to have a lot of feedback when they hear feedback from the customer, they get on it. There's patch notes out the ass. I haven't played it in a week.
There's like 4 now.
Yeah, there's like 4 patches. Reggie's been playing it hardcore.
So, and on to the next thing, about them, pushing the game out really fast. That's pure competition. When you got the DayZ standalone coming out as well, you got to have the WarZ out there. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, it's just they built the hype up so much for the game that it was a letdown. They kind of like, I don't think the game's a letdown because I understand what's going on with it. I understand the whole process they're going through is that they were like, oh shit, we need to get this out right now. And they pushed it. They released the alpha version, which you could buy, which is, they opened up the map more and more and more as it went. But I mean, you bought the alpha version, you have it. It's the game. And so they were just under a lot of pressure to get it out, make money for it, and I mean it was just the pressure, it was just the hype of the game, and they wanted to get it out before the DayZ standalone would come out, and I don't think the DayZ standalone's coming out for a while, so they actually could have worked on it a few more months and had it the alpha released this month and had all these problems fixed, but they seem to be very, they know the problem, they fix it, they hear and listen to people, that they're not just breaking the money in and then saying fuck it and walking out the door with a crappy game. They keep working on it.
Right. And, speaking of like the money, buying in-game items, that wasn't on DayZ. You didn't have a marketplace. Some people hate it, some people love it, and other MMOs I've played it, and it comes in handy. To go in and buy a couple items just that way you don't have to go out and hunt them down.
Isn't that one of the things with MMOs? Because I don't play a lot of MMOs where you can buy items. Like, can you do that in WoW? Can you buy items in WoW?
Yeah, you can buy like, mounts and different types of items. One of the bigger games that does that would be like Lord of the Rings Online. where you can actually buy, scrolls that will give you double experience and, actually makes the game a little bit easier to level up. So I don't see how it takes away, because in this one, what is it? You can buy like a spiked bat.
Yeah, and some ammo and MRE and stuff. It's just food. It's not like they're selling a Barrett 50 cal for 100 gold coins. It's just some stuff,
And can't you get the coins from the zombies, or is it?
Yeah, you pick them up from
the
zombies, and then I think it's like for $10 you get 1,400 gold coins, from what I heard. They keep changing stuff around so much that I can't give an exact, number. But yeah, it's also tons of hate on Reddit. Reddit's just its own type of monster.
Yeah, you got the front page of the internet. I mean, that's where everybody goes. And the thing about Reddit is now it seems like it's becoming a legit news source for some people. They want to believe everything that gets posted on there. And I mean, I can go out there and post, anything, just something extreme. That Taco Bell's going down, out of business, because they're selling dog meat again.
People will believe it. That dog meat tasted fine. Like that one dude that was a what did he do? He was it wasn't a developer, was he? The guy that...
Oh yeah, the volunteer.
The volunteer dude that managed...
moderated the forums.
Yeah, that guy.
Got the secret, super legit news. No one knew that.
Yeah, the secret news, because he's in those meetings with Sergey and the other developers. Yeah, that moderator that's
not paid.
That's not paid. That's just doing this for free time. He's got all those secrets.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he came out with all this hate because he got fired because... you know why he got fired?
I forgot why he was let go.
It's like they let a virus in, or I can't remember what they did. You can watch the YouTube video for it. But he got let go, spewed just tons of hate about the game. Basically said, like what I said earlier, the whole push the game out, take the money and walk away. And everybody believed it.
Yeah, he said that they didn't make... One of the big things that he mentioned was that they was going to quit the development if the company didn't make enough money in 6 months. I mean, that's a business standard across the board.
They're doing that with Medal of Honor, basically.
Yeah.
That game was shit, and they put out a new expansion for that, or map DLC, and then I think that's it. I think they're not doing any more for Medal of Honor. That's what I would do if I ran a company.
Yeah, why would you go, nope, gotta keep it going, straight to the ground and go under.
We're riding this ship down. But then he came out and said that he was lying.
Yeah, he came out and said he was lying about that. Also lying about getting, people getting banned. I mean, people are getting banned, but it's usually the people that are running those, hacks. They pay $10, $20 to get a program that says it's undetectable. Well, it's not. It is detectable, and that's why they're getting banned. And then they get mad, and they say they're getting banned because they hated on the game. Which, on the forums, there is a rule that says, you shouldn't be, what is it, slanderous, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact rule that it said that, but I never agreed to it when I signed up. But that's another big problem is people don't read what they agree. They just hit I agree.
I do that.
Everybody installed iTunes does that. Anybody that... that's too long. I agree.
The human centipede. Yeah, it's just... And then the guy ended up apologizing, and he got rehired.
Yeah, now he's
which
back
I guess
on the team.
they had to rehire because that's a PR thing right there. But they do what everybody else is doing with any video game. And
going back to the terms of agreement and TOS agreement that you do, I mean, the one big thing out there that you kind of have to say, yeah, that looks kind of fishy, is when they put the League of Legends. Would you want to type all that out?
Nope.
As an indie developer, I guess, they probably copied it and just forgot to change a couple of things, but you get that one guy that reads it, though.
Yeah, the one guy reads it and gets mad. It's just, on Reddit, you can do anything, and you can write whatever you want, and people will read it and believe it. And, I mean, I've read some things on Reddit that I've believed and turned out they were completely false.
But once you believe it, it's in your head forever. Oh, that game sucks.
Yeah.
And people get that, connotation in their head that don't ever buy that game. That's a piece of shit. Just stay away. And then the other post that they done about the hardcore mode.
Yeah, hardcore. I literally just played hardcore mode, or just created a character on hardcore mode. It's still there.
I don't think it was ever not there. I remember We had
the beginning.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, are people thinking that the hardcore mode is going to be a completely different like game type? It's just the same. You go into the same lobbies, and if you die, you just don't respawn for 24 hours, which is what I believe it is. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. And then, did they take away the 4-hour respawn?
Yeah, they took that away because they hear the complaints and they do it. Now it's a 1-hour respawn. People didn't like that, and they said you can respawn if you pay like 15 gold coins or something like that. You don't have to wait the 4 hours, which people were getting mad about that too, saying, oh, you can just buy your way into respawning. Well, video games do that all the time. Buy shit. Here's an extra golden sling for your...
Here's a DLC. Here's 2 maps that you'll really hate. Here's a game mode you would never play.
We're paying $15 for WarZ, and if they keep going the way they're going to put out... I heard that they're going to do a map of like Los Angeles, which was supposed to be 4 times the size of the Colorado map, and that's going to be free. So we're just getting free things, and some people there will be that nerd out there sitting on a computer that weighs 5,000 pounds that's going to spend $100 on gold credits and keep respawning his character and blah blah blah. People are mad because the skill tree is not up. People are mad because the strongholds aren't up. Take it for what it is. They're still working on the game. And yeah, they pushed it out too fast, and that's one of their big faults. They pushed it out too fast.
But is it actually out? Well, I guess it went on Steam, so I guess.
And they took it down. You can still buy it from the website.
But I mean, like, is it still in the beta stage, or is it actually?
It's in the.
It's good to go. Like,
well, what's
production, I guess.
What is the? What's the name they use? It's like a launch. It was a foundation launch, foundation release, which means, and that's what they said it was from the beginning when it was on Steam. Foundation release. Which means it's not completely done yet. They have to keep building on it, and they're going to keep building on it. That's what the foundation release was. I knew it was going to come to that because I knew the game wasn't ready before they put it on Steam.
Yeah, and then the whole controversy with the marketing team not speaking with the developers and posting all the stuff they're going to be releasing later. They accidentally posted it as it is in the game right now, and that's why Steam had to remove that. Yeah. They went back and changed the page, but then Steam got a lot of hate from it, and they had to do what they had to do and just take the game down. And Sergi was on there, and he agreed with Steam. He understood it's their mistake, and they're just biting the bullet on that. And I think now, are they on Origin now?
Yeah, I think it said Origin or something like that.
I've seen that in the update.
I don't know why they keep doing that. They just need to fix the and the thing is, the big problems that people were pissed off about, they fixed.
Yeah, it's fast too.
Yeah, very fast. And now I know we might get a lot of hate from doing this video, but I mean, I'm playing a game and I'm hearing all this stuff. Oh, well, strongholds are going to be available in into November. I remember looking at that back in end of September or October, and looking at it like, no, they're not going to be ready until like next spring probably. And I just realized that they're trying to make people happy. Oh, that's going to come out soon, but you have to take it for what it is. Ideally, they're gonna want that stuff to come out when they say it is, but it's not. That never happens with video games.
Yeah.
And so,
what is it? The new BioShock? When's that coming out again?
I remember watching the official launch trailer for the game at E3 2010 or something like that, or 2011. It's probably 2010 or something. The girl with the big eyes, and I'm like, oh god, that game's gonna be great. And then this past E3, it's like, oh, check out the new video for BioShock.
It's going to be the new Diablo 3.
Yeah, basically. It's going to come out in
2017
probably. Yeah. But we're going to get a lot of hate because there's like DayZ fanboys that just hate WarZ because they do. And I do that with some things in my life where I'll play something or listen to something, not play a lot of it, not play a lot of that game or listen to that game a lot, and I'll hate on it because I'm a fanboy of something else, but I try not to. And there's a lot of DayZ hardcores out there, hardcore people. And I'm a DayZ fanboy too. I've not played DayZ a lot lately. I've not played WarZ a lot lately. I've been getting more back into WarZ because we're doing this video right now. And I'm getting upset about all the hate that's out there on YouTube and websites like that for WarZ. But I am a DayZ fanboy. I like DayZ. I like WarZ. I think they're separate games. I've just been doing a lot of playing different games like Spec Ops, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed. Black Ops came out last month, and so I can't hardcore dive into DayZ and WarZ right now, but I'm a fanboy of both. I'm actually more so a fanboy of DayZ than WarZ. DayZ was groundbreaking.
Yeah, it was a mod too.
Yeah, amazing, amazing game.
It's one thing I don't like about loading. DayZ, that I have to load up Arma in the mod. I guess it's not that big of a deal. It's just so when I want to sit down and play a game, I want the standalone game. So I hope they really hurry up and push that one out. And of course, I'm gonna buy it. I have to.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna say, I'm gonna call that one a WarZ ripoff because it's standalone now. It's not a mod.
They sold out. They're doing a standalone. Fuck him. Fuck Rocket. Fuck him. Shove my rocket up his butt. Oh, shit.
Let's see. What else was there? Well, I mean,
I should gotta say something. I like the loading screens on WarZ or DayZ.
Yeah.
Because it means on WarZ, I actually did server farming a couple times. At the helicopter crash when Alpha came out and the gun spawn there, I switched servers so many times, and then I realized, okay, this is stupid because I'm getting shot almost every server I jump into because there's someone else server farming there. DayZ, you could not do that. It was, okay, you exited out of this game, now wait 25 minutes to get into this next game, hopefully, unless you get kicked out. I liked the whole loading screen process where you couldn't server farm. Well, obviously you couldn't server farm, you couldn't server jump that much. It took for freaking ever. Sorry, I cussed too much.
And then, didn't they just recently add the super zombies? Did I read that somewhere?
I read somewhere they did. I haven't seen one yet.
That's cool. I mean, DayZ doesn't have super zombies. Also, in the new update, I mean, I'm just nitpicking here. I do like how the zombies, I don't know if you guys have seen them, they're laying down the road somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I ran up and I was like, whoa, dead person, time to get some free loot. And as I got closer, I was like, oh, wait, I think it's a zombie.
Is that biting my foot?
And got up and, of course, started chasing me, and then, I just let him kill me because it was just funny. I liked it.
If 5 months from now the game is shit, we will be the first people on here saying that the game is shit. But they're still working on it. You just got to give it its, give them props for doing this. Give them props for listening to people. They're a little bit too headstrong, and they don't have the, abilities to be as headstrong as they are, obviously, because they keep promising stuff and they can't live up to it. Yeah. But they're trying their hardest to, and they're not giving up. And if it's 6 months from now, it's a shit game, we'll be back on here talking, saying it's a shit game. Because, we know shit games, and Modern Warfare 3, at my point, shit game. I love Modern Warfare. I love all the Call of Duties.
I like it, but,
It was the multiplayer was a shit game. It was shit, I think.
We'll have to talk about that one later.
Yeah.
I guess it's good to wrap it up now and just, ask the final question. What do you guys think? I'm obviously expecting a lot of hate. Go ahead and leave it. Feel it. Feel that feed up. I want to know what you guys think, and we'll respond back. And
we're not taking sides here. We're just trying to understand why are people hating so much on something like this, where they're still working on it.
Why do you hate the game? Why do you love the game?
Yeah, but
wait, I did forget one other thing. What about the whole drama around the secret tent, the devs tent? Anybody ever find it?
I saw some videos on there of people saying they found it and stuff like that, and then people saying that they didn't find it.
See, that's a great feature. All games, like the deal with survival, and you have to go find things.
Yeah.
They all need to have a main scavenger hunt. That's cool.
Yeah.
You go out there and try to find it. You're searching for hours, and then you don't know if that's the real one or not, and no one's gonna believe you.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna get off now. For Comically Lame, this is Yazz.
This is Reggie.
See ya.